Let's play Burlington's Guess That Price. Back to school means back to saving. We're bringing you kids' jeans starting at, hold on a minute, just $11.99. Burlington's acing this test. What about character backpacks? We've got them starting at $12.99. Burlington's done it again. How about sneakers for the kids? A-plus brands and right on trend starting at $11.99. Saving is now in session. Burlington, deals, brands, wow! Styles and selections vary by location.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Optimal Finance Daily. Should you take a hardship withdrawal? By Cynthia Meyer with financialfinesse.com. If you're considering a hardship withdrawal, by definition, you have a challenging, time-sensitive financial problem. You're probably feeling very worried and anxious about your situation. When money is tight, it's tempting to look to your retirement plan for resources to solve the problem. Under certain limited circumstances, you may be able to access funds in your 401k or 403b. However, just because you could withdraw funds doesn't mean that you should do it. A hardship withdrawal should only be used as a last resort in a truly urgent situation. Why? It's expensive both now and later. You'll pay income taxes on the amount you withdraw, as well as an additional 10% penalty if you're under age 59 and a half. If the withdrawal is large, it could bump you up into a higher marginal income tax rate. Plus, you're taking away funds which should grow to provide income in retirement for your future self. Here are some questions to help you find the best choice for your situation. Number 1, does this have to be paid right away? Sometimes a need is urgent, very important, and immediate. Some examples include preventing eviction or foreclosure, paying for medical treatment, or repairing your home after a natural disaster so you can live in it. In those cases, a hardship withdrawal for the amount of the need may be the only way you could stay in your home or get the care you or a family member needs. If the bill does not have to be paid all at once, such as a past due medical expense or a home purchase you could defer, it may be better to not take a hardship withdrawal. Number 2, do I have any other sources of funds? Have you considered all of your options? While your cash situation isn't ideal, make sure you have thought about all things you could sell or places you could borrow from to raise funds. Do you have any non-retirement investments you could liquidate, such as stocks, bonds, or CDs, even if it means you would take a loss? Taking a loss on an investment is usually much less costly over the long run than withdrawing funds from your retirement plan. Do you have a Roth IRA? If so, you can withdraw the contributions but not the earnings without taxes or penalty. Can you borrow against your home equity or take a personal loan? And do you have non-essential personal property you could sell to raise some cash? Some examples might include a second car, motorcycle, art, collectibles, or jewelry. Number 3, could you take a retirement plan loan? Before deciding on a hardship withdrawal, explore taking a loan from your 401k or 403b. Many, but not all employer-sponsored plans permit loans that allow you to borrow up to 50% of your vested balance, up to a cap, whichever is less, for a 1 to 5 year period. Some plans also permit longer loan terms for the purchase of a home. The interest rate is usually low and paid into your own account. Payments are deducted from your paycheck and it's not reported to the credit bureaus. A retirement plan loan has downsides, but they're not as impactful as a hardship withdrawal. Number 4, would the IRS consider your situation an allowed hardship? A hardship is something that causes suffering or privation. The IRS allows hardship withdrawals from qualified retirement plans when the employee has immediate and heavy financial need, limited to certain medical expenses occurred by you, your spouse, or dependents. payments to avoid eviction from or foreclosure of your primary residence, post-secondary education expenses for you, your spouse, children, or other dependents, funeral expenses for you, your spouse, children, or other dependents, expenses to repair damage to your primary residence, and costs to purchase a primary residence. Note that credit-related needs, such as satisfying payday loans, title loans, or credit card debts, are not covered under the definition, nor are tax bills or business expenses. And number 5, are you taking out funds to purchase a home or pay tuition? Finally, just because the IRS considers a home purchase or tuition payment a hardship doesn't mean it's always wise to take a withdrawal for those reasons. A hardship withdrawal is meant for a true emergency. If the only way you can purchase a home is by taking a hardship withdrawal from your retirement plan for the down payment, you may not be financially ready yet to be a homeowner. As for tuition, consider exploring other options listed in number 2 and number 3 first, such as borrowing against your home equity or taking a retirement plan loan. Once you've worked through these questions, if it seems like a hardship withdrawal is the best choice for you, know that you'll have to go through an application process to move forward. You'll be required to demonstrate heavy and immediate financial need, that you've considered a retirement plan loan but the payments would be burdensome, and that your financial need can't be satisfied through other channels. Expect the process to take a few weeks. If you do take a hardship distribution, you won't be able to pay the money back, and you'll be precluded from contributing to your plan for 6 months. Your distribution will be included in your taxable income, plus you'll pay an additional 10% penalty if you're younger than 59 and a half. If you have access, consider contacting your workplace financial wellness or employee assistance program for financial coaching to help you put together a plan to manage your cash flow so you can get back on track. You just listened to the post titled, "Should You Take a Hardship Withdrawal?" by Cynthia Meyer with financialfinesse.com.
Imagine you're a business owner who has to rely on a dozen different software programs to run your company, none of which are connected, and each one is more expensive and more complicated than the last. It can be pretty stressful. Now imagine Odoo. Odoo has all the programs you'll ever need, and they're all connected on one simple, easy-to-use platform, giving you peace of mind that your business is always being taken care of from every angle. Odoo has user-friendly open source applications for everything. We're talking CRM, accounting, inventory, manufacturing, marketing, HR, and everything in between. Basically, if your business needs it, Odoo's got it. Odoo sounds pretty amazing, right? So stop wasting your time and money on those expensive disconnected platforms and let Odoo harmonize your business with simple, efficient software that can handle everything for a fraction of the price. It doesn't get much better than that. So what are you waiting for? Discover how Odoo can take your business to the next level by visiting odoo.com. That's ODOO.com. Odoo, modern management made simple.
Wouldn't it be great to manage your portfolio on one platform? Well, now you can trade all in one place on Robinhood. That means you can trade individual stocks and ETFs and also buy and sell crypto using seriously powerful and intuitive tools at one of the lowest costs on average without needing to manage multiple apps. Robinhood makes withdrawing and depositing crypto seamless. Send crypto to your Robinhood account or send crypto from your Robinhood account to other wallets without deposit or withdrawal fees from Robinhood. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Network fees may apply to crypto transfers. Crypto transfers may not be available to all customers. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
A note here on the 10% penalty for a hardship withdrawal. I found this confusing because if you're paying tax and the penalty, I don't see any difference between a hardship withdrawal and just a regular old early withdrawal. From my research, it looks like if it's a qualified hardship, like a funeral or medical expense, the 10% penalty can be waived, but this is also dependent on what your employer's plan allows, not just what the IRS considers a hardship. Regarding 401k loans, I've had it drilled into my head that these are a very bad idea. I'm sure there are probably situations where it makes sense, but I personally wouldn't consider a 401k loan unless I was really desperate. I also can't imagine why I would need a loan so bad that I would risk my retirement savings. It would need to be a pretty dire situation. 401k loans can be risky because a job loss typically triggers a requirement to pay the loan back faster, usually by the due date of your next tax return. And if you default, it's considered a withdrawal. So now you'll have to pay taxes and penalties on that money. When I invest my money, I do it for the long term. And I'm so firm in my commitment to not touch the money I have invested that oftentimes I just see that money as gone. I think of it as a tax I've paid to my future self, so it's not accessible to me anytime soon, and I can just forget about it for now. I have other money like my emergency or opportunity fund, options to grow my income, and if it was absolutely necessary, the ability to take on low interest debt. When we're saving and investing, we can think of it as giving each dollar a job. Some dollars have short-term goals, like the cash we have in our savings accounts right now. But other dollars, like the ones in our 401ks, have long-term jobs. And I'm not one to interrupt someone hard at work. That'll do it for today and another installment of Optimal Finance Daily. Have a happy Thursday. Thank you for being here every day and listening. And I'll see you on the Friday show tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.